Welcome back to Business of Being Black with Tammi Mac. I'm Tammi Mac, and we are discussing the political and trending highlights of the week with my co-host, activist and radio personality Dominique DePrima, political analyst Ed Sanders, comedian and filmmaker ALYCIA Cooper, and filling in for Dr. O.J. ALYCIA is the executive director of the Rocky Mountain Black Conservatives and host of Uncle Tom Talks podcast. DERRICK WILBURN is here with us. So ALYCIA, we didn't get a chance for you to chime in on Kevin Samuels' death and how social media has become a part of people's living and dying.
Well, first, my condolences to the family of Kevin Samuels, but social media has its pros and cons. I actually had a good comedy friend of mine pass away, and the only way I was able to get in touch with his family was through Facebook. So I went on Facebook and I let everybody know, and I said, if anybody has any contact with his family members, and his cousin called me. So it was definitely hard for her to hear it that way, but I didn't have any other contact information. So, sometimes social media does have its pros.
It's another thing that concerned me about this story. I want to talk about this for just a minute or so. Someone has died. A man has died. And because of his controversial stance on relationships, specifically women, people were not too kind in the comment section about his death. They were not saying RIP, sad this happened. They were more along the lines of, oh, well, let me drink my tea. Okay, what's next? There was a lot of hate going on in the comments section and not caring about his death.
Yeah, he's not the only person that's going to have that fate. Tommy Sotomayor, it's a few of them that's going to get some let me sip my teas when the news comes out. So, people were vicious about the death of Kevin Samuels. It was like they was holding in all the stuff they wanted to say for this moment. And, I don't even think he would be surprised if he were here to hear how people felt about him in his death. And, he was very controversial and he made a lot of people mad.
Look, I was completely surprised in the comments by the comments. Dominique?
Yeah, I think this is a case where if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. To me, a person's passing away is not the time to disrespect them.
And even someone said, why do people say don't disrespect the dead? The living was disrespected. When he was alive, he was disrespecting us. So why can't we disrespect him? Where did this saying come from? A lot of people saying that in the comments.
Yeah, they are. But, when you think about comments on the internet, this has always been the case. People hiding behind their computer can say the most provocative and most hateful things. And I think this is par for the course. I think we see this anytime someone that is sort of a provocateur passes. I remember when Rush Limbaugh passed and, a couple others, but the comments come out and it's usually someone sitting in their computer and thinking that they're anonymous and making those statements.
Derrick, how you feel about that? Hating on the dead?
Ed's exactly right. It drives me crazy. So people hide behind the anonymity that the internet provides. They take their courage pills and become keyboard warriors and say things on the internet that they'd never say face to face. And that's the rule we need to have. Of course, we can't have it. It's impossible. But never say anything on the web to somebody that you would not say to them if you were looking them directly in the eye. People get on the internet and all of a sudden I'm somebody that I'm not because you don't know who I am. And he's right. This happened with Rush Limbaugh. This happened with Ruth Bader Ginsburg. People are indecent and the internet just empowers their indecency.